cannibalism.
Welcome, everyone, to DieFall Presents Ruin Lapis. Justin is here. He's just a head or a picture in a box right now, due to not having Wi-Fi. But he has hotspotted himself in, and we respect that. We've also resolved some of our technological issues, so everyone is here today. And that's all that actually matters, and you better be damn appreciative. And yeah, but also not cannibalism, Justin. Damn it, dude. Come on.
I just wanted to sow chaos.
Welcome, everyone. DieFall Presents Ruin, an original 5th edition D&D cooperative campaign featuring 3 odysseys to escape hell. 3 parties embark on unique journeys through the many layers of hell where their actions will lead to consequences for one another. Welcome to Team Lapis. There are 3 ways our viewers can interact with this game. First, you can invoke fate by using !fate for various effects. $2 for +2 to a roll, $5 for a reroll, $10 for a nat 20, $20 for a draw from the deck of many, and $69 to invoke chaos. And my robot's not turned on, of course. This is like this is what I forget. We had an extra 20 fucking minutes and I didn't turn on either bot. This is my life. We're good. Second, Huh? Go, do it. Do it. Say it.
It's so mean
I'm
now
pausing.
you interrupted
I am
me.
pausing.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm so mean.
I'm waiting.
If only you were a professional streamer or something.
Jesus,
Wow.
Stella.
And that's the end of tonight's
Brutal.
show.
I miss the comedic timing. Like, it's just mean if you don't hit that beat. Oh, I'm
We're gonna
Is
sorry.
it
hit the end
comedic or is
button.
it rude?
I tried stopping myself. Okay, I'm done.
We love you.
Second, every 10 retweets will grant a nat 20 to a random player at the table. You can find the tweet linked somewhere. But I'm not a professional streamer, so I don't know how to do that. Third, patrons may participate. No, I'm running you over until I finish this.
Done. I'm
Patrons may
muting.
participate in various minigames within the Sharded Discord, central location of our campaign. These minigames affect world building, story setting, NPCs, and future events. ! Patreon in the chat for more information. We just ran our 3rd crisis resolution in that RTS style game that I have designed, and some shit actually went missing from the plane of existence that our players are on. It's kind of fun. They changed the landscape for some people, and we'll have to see how that affects everyone. So, thank you. Welcome. Stella, thank you for letting me finish my spiel. I appreciate that. Anything you'd like to follow up with here before I make you draw a card? Thanks, Jen.
Joel, did you know that you're my favorite DM? And I've played a lot of games, and you're my absolute number one.
Tell me when.
Now, stop.
Okay.
Don't laugh like that. Oh, no.
Yes, do it.
Oh, it's good.
Do it.
It's good. This is like the worst kind of payback, though. Okay. Sick. You also have a nat 20, courtesy of Jen, so hold on to that. You're probably going to need it. Our party. Anyone want to try and do the recap?
I'll do it.
Yeah? Okay. Earn yourself a nat 20, my friend. Give us the recap.
So, after spending some time in a trash can with a weird person who came up to me, we stood up. Freaking, I was gonna say Fiddlebender because I'm thinking of Magic the Gathering. We accidentally stood up. Wait, what? I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I swear. I can't.
He has a big.
I'm vamping. What freaking
noodle?
big noodle? I thought I wrote it down. Anyway, we stood up Big Noodle, and he came because he was concerned we weren't where we were supposed to meet him, and
yes.
Oh, no.
Did we lose him?
Oh, good God.
he disguised.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
for a
He's
couple
back.
weeks.
Sorry, we missed a lot of that. You're back now. You were gone for a while.
Gosh, dang it! All right, I'm gonna do it in my normal voice because it's faster.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We got changed via Big Noodle, and we went to the library. Many of us looked up books. I looked up books for my parents, and then Stella looked up books. I think from her backstory, people looked up books, right? And then Liv's not Liv's Cases looked up a book, but her book was like classified and stuff. Anyway, we had to go to the top of the tower or something like that, and we are going to begin to embark.
Yeah. What's the goal of climbing the tower? Does anyone remember that part?
It is to find how to defeat the mean lady who I totally did write down.
We gotta find her book.
Okay.
Lady
And-
Cecilius.
Yes.
And win the K-pop competition.
And win the K-pop competition.
Listen,
We're starting
everybody,
a joint
we need
book
you
club
to,
and open mic night.
We need you to stream on all platforms. Make sure you vote on Mnet. Please watch our comeback stage on our debut. Thank
I
you.
don't know what
Wait,
you're
it's not a
talking
comeback stage and a debut at the same time.
What? How is this happening?
I'm concerned.
What is M book?
And I'm just flexing my K-pop nerdiness. Don't worry about it.
All right. No, this is
It's
good.
inspiring.
Yeah, things that I don't know. Well, Justin, thank you. You do earn yourself a nat 20 for the retweet. The retweet's there. So there you go, bud. You can put that in your pocket. Keep that real nice and safe. You're gonna probably want it. Probably.
Yes, Fire Baby did get a name.
Oh
Their
yeah.
name is Pip.
Pip the Fire Baby. Yes.
Classic Fire Baby.
So yes, we spent some of the end of the last session after you had all looked up your various magical books, and Getzal got to experience the King of Magical Tentacles in that book. Daros, who read it to him at least a little bit. You prepared for a journey into the Equinox Athenium. This is the repository of all magical knowledge and all spell books. Exists on this plane of existence. Big Noodle, Felix Big Noodle, little gnomish wizard man, has volunteered to help take you through the Athenium and try and find Cecilius's book. Now, he has let you know that he's only really been through about 3 floors of this place. And anything past that is completely unknown to him and unknown to most other people. And he's been working in this library for 100 cycles or so. It's been a long time. He advised that this would probably take days, not weeks. He's not sure how time works above the 3rd floor. It could be different. He also has cautioned you that so far, inside the Athenium, magic is non-functional. But if you try to cast a spell, it does not function. It does not reach here. So be aware, as you climb the tower, of some of these things that may occur. And that's where we're going to find ourselves. We ended the last episode with Big Noodle leading you to a hallway. Now, the hallway is long, and he assures you it goes up, though it doesn't ever really feel like it's going that way. And you travel for a long, long time. So long that eventually Big Noodle stops you on this self-same hallway and sits down and says, hey everyone. I know it's hard, you can't see the sun or anything out there, and, well, we should take a break. Just sit down here, and I've got this little contraption. I can make some tea and food and things. We've got many hours ahead of us yet. And he sits down and pulls out his pack, and he has essentially a little camp stove. I'm a bit of a tinkerer myself, and I made something that could help us out here since, I can't really snap my fingers and make some fire. Tea, everyone. Might as well enjoy it while we've got it.
Yeah, I would love some. Thank you. This is a curious machine.
Oh, yes. Well, when you're dead for a long time, you try to pick up some new skills.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Anyone else?
Oh, see, thank you.
Great. Good. Yes.
What other kinds of skills have you picked up, Felix?
Oh, well, I became a mighty good wood carver. Look at this! And he pulls out a, wooden pipe. It's not very good. It is not very good at all.
I see.
I made this out of a block of wood!
I like it.
Right?
It's a smaller block of wood, yes.
It's a pipe. You see, it's got a little hole right here and a hole over here. And, I mean, it doesn't really work, but sheepishly puts it away. I'm still working on it. You know? Oh, what are you gonna do when you get to the top and get the book?
Well, I think the idea is that we'll be able to at least understand her magic a bit more. Is that correct?
Yes, I think we'll have a better idea of next steps if at least we know what to expect, or maybe even how to counter it. I mean, they say know your enemy.
And if nothing else, it will be a bargaining chip.
Right.
Oh,
Right, of course.
that could be powerful, yes. Well, she is a god. Hopefully you can understand things, but, well, don't be surprised if some of it lies outside your understanding, you know?
Well, there are multiple gods vying for power down here. It's leverage even if we don't understand it, I would imagine.
Right. Yes, of course. Well, eat up. Use some of those rations. Again, I don't know how long it'll be, but we better keep our strength up. And when you're ready.
What do you expect that things will accost us?
Well, I've made it to the 3rd floor, and things are generally pretty good. The librarians, the little cogworks machines and things, they function on all 3 of those floors, and they tend to keep to themselves, but sometimes there are snarls of magic. When you house so much magic in one place, it kind of gets twisted sometimes. And just need to be aware.
I thought we weren't able to use magic here.
You can't call upon the power of your spells. But it does not mean that the building itself isn't magical.
Interesting.
There are many enchantments layered on this place. Again, you're dealing with gods. But
Right.
I do have one thing. In case of emergencies, and he looks around at all of you. I can trust you, right?
Yes,
I
of
mean,
course.
you trusted us so far.
Yeah, he'll look to Daros first, and when he says yes, he'll be, yeah, you trust him.
I have a thing that I've been working on that can create a bubble where magic functions. Now, it doesn't last very long, but it would allow us some time in case of emergencies.
That is interesting.
Yes. I am concerned with how it functions, but I do know it does function. So, hopefully that puts your minds at ease a little.
It does. It's a good tool to have.
You might only get about 30 seconds out of it, though, so, use it wisely if we ever have to.
Daros, I have a question. As he sips his tea with his pinky up.
Sure.
So you said that times works differently here. Does that mean that when we get out of here, we'll be in like space hell? Like, will it be like the future and like super crazy?
Oh, well, no, I just meant that they record time differently here. Although, do the planes necessarily line up time-wise?
Oh, no, not at all. We generally use cycles, but their days, like the ones lower than us, could be our weeks. Wouldn't really matter, which is why we use cycles to bring
But what I'm
everything
saying-
together.
What I'm saying though is, will we? I don't know. If we spent mortal plane months here, would we age normally? Or would we go back to the mortal plane and find that years had passed while we were gone? Or vice versa?
Unfortunately, Daros, I am not sure. I would expect when you return, it will not be at the moment of your passing.
Right.
I just don't know when or where.
Daros feels as though he'll be kept up with the idea of space and the future.
And eternity.
A final frontier.
Oh no.
God, could you imagine us on Star Trek? Oh,
Oh,
I'm security
God.
chief, Worf. They're like,
Everybody's wearing the different color shirts, but Getzal just has the colors vaguely tattooed on his shirtless body.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
The little
I
like
think that-
insignias pinned directly into his pec.
All of us can find that we're doing great.
Just put
Captain's
sending
log.
stones on them. And you just like click it, and then he gets to talk to.
Yes, and yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
And then our phasers or whatever are like wands and stuff.
Exactly. There you go. Perfect.
I would also caution, time-wise, that inside here, and the further we go, there's no telling when we'll arrive back.
You mean back to the city outside?
Yes.
Well, if the time cycle's already fucked, what does it matter?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, I suppose we're in it.
Does that mean it doesn't matter if we rush? Or should we still?
Well, I think that your end goal is a matter of importance. And I suppose we should just hope it doesn't spit us out 100 cycles into the future. But I don't think we have much of a choice. And
I mean,
he looks behind him. We're almost to the second floor, so you're kind of in it now.
it's not that bad. Like let's say one of us like stabbed a person accidentally, then people would forget probably if it was like 100 years later, right? That's what-
Yeah, probably. Unless you
Perfect.
stabbed an immortal and they, were immortal.
Well,
We're not getting out of this. You know that, right? Like, you're where?
Aggressively sips tea. Well, pack it up. Let's get going. A long road ahead of us. I'll tell you a little bit about what to expect on the next couple of floors while we walk. He gets up and puts the little folding tea set, essentially, a little stovetop away, puts it into his bag and hitches it over his shoulder. All right. On we go!
Let's go.
So he walks down this hallway again until eventually it does open up to a very large room. Stacks and stacks of books all around, and the bookcases all the way to the ceiling. You note here that when you look up to the center, that same, celestial bodies map is there. It does seem that you've just gotten slightly closer to it, you feel? And as you look about the area, you do note the librarians that he had spoken about previously. These somewhat mantis-like contraptions, maneuvering, pushing, sorting books around. They're joined by their flying, whirling counterparts that you met downstairs. And they work diligently. He points them out to you, obviously. He says, "Oh, they tend to keep to themselves. Mostly machine, but a little bit of magic inside them. Just don't bother them. They all have tasks to do." It is said, though, that... He points at one. You see how they have those appendages? They're modeled after, something called the custodian. Supposedly a being that lives in this building somewhere. Anyway, let's keep going.
Sees the health meter appear on the screen. Custodian.
Is that music playing?
Yeah,
Latin
what is
singing?
it? Why is it all in Latin?
What is this save point?
All of you go ahead and roll me perception check.
You got it.
Totally unrelated. Just as a reminder, I do have the alert feat, so I can't be surprised.
Oh, right.
Is she surprised?
Nothing ever surprises you.
Okay.
From here,
Shit.
Daros and Getzal, you notice something. Some of the bookcases move. They shift around. You look again, and it's like they were always in their new position, but you know that they moved.
That's a fucking mimic. Do you want me to throw my spear at it?
I don't think it's a mimic. I think that this is a complex sorting system that is beyond our understanding.
Oh, that's an excellent way to put it. Complex sorting system. Yes.
And then I think he'll just quietly say to Getzal, but be ready just in case.
You got it. As he tenses up while still practicing his choreography, like as they're walking. Yeah, literally.
Nice. Are you nailing it? Roll me a performance check.
No, I am not nailing it. Is Pip looking at me?
Yeah, just.
It'll definitely cause emotional damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I didn't see your roll, so I have no idea what you rolled there.
Oh, I got natural 1.
Oh, you are not killing it.
Roll 1d4 of emotional damage.
Exactly.
Psychic damage
Even
incoming.
get out of training.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you continue forward and onwards, and you go down the next hallway, and time starts to drag on. You kind of feel your minds beginning to wander as you walk the stacks, and every row just seems so much the same. Every once in a while in the corner of your vision, you swear you see one of the stacks moving, or a book floating in the air, or another one of those librarians maybe working amongst the stacks. But Big Noodle pushes onwards. He ignores all of these things and continues down to the next hallway. And so it proceeds. He comes upon a large iron door, the end of one of these long hallways. Now, fortunately, he pulls out a matching large iron key. I've been to the 3rd floor and have access for this now. Everything past this floor, I've got no answers for. All right? So keep that in mind. Just be aware that there are things on the 4th floor and above. Beings and creatures that the Athenium has attracted with its inherent magic. It can be rather dangerous. And there is a reason that most people don't go past the 3rd floor. Keep that in mind. Stay close. And, he looks at Getzal specifically, don't touch anything!
Why would you say that as he leans on a bookcase?
It's just like pulls your arm down.
You lean on it, and you watch as the feet of the bookcase spring up, and it waddles away from you.
That's
Did you see that?
unexpected.
See what I'm saying? Don't touch anything! All right, let's keep going. Slams the key into the lock. Ka-chunk. Daros, mind heaving with me on this one? My arms are real small.
Cases, which one? Does any of these
yes,
say
of
erotic section as there's any categories on?
Sure, Cases, roll me a perception check.
You got it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I have way too high of a wisdom for my perception checks to be this bad. It's very upsetting.
What'd you get? I'm sorry, like none of my stuff's popping up.
Oh, okay. I think I got a 12. Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Sorry, chat. We're refreshing. Goodbye,
Mine's
music.
also not popping up.
Yeah, it froze for me, so I had to refresh it.
Dang it, roll 20! Why you gotta
Oh.
do this to me?
Yeah, let me refresh too.
Oh,
Roll
it said-
20 has
Now
no
we got a
answers
20
for
on
you.
my screen, so
Oh, and mine is
Oh.
infinitely
Sure.
spinning.
Yeah,
So
mine's
we are
white.
just here now.
Busting out the dice,
All right,
baby.
a 12.
Oh,
Fantastic.
dice?
Fantastic. You do not notice an erotic section. I don't know why I'm doing my DM voice as Big Noodle right now. Oh,
Big
yeah.
Noodle be like, "You don't notice an erotic section."
Just yelling as like they're pushing the door.
You don't notice an erotic section.
Ignore the horny books behind.
Yeah.
What is MILF? This is like
What is MILF? So, pushing forward through the iron door, Daros helping him heave forward. He gets onto the other side and goes, all right, now we gotta close it. We can't let anyone through. And shuts it and ka-chunk locks the thing behind you. And it opens up again into one of these really large chambers. You see, though, that the stacks have been pushed mostly to the side here. There's a long, open section here, much wider than the previous level. And in the center of it, there is a pedestal, about 7 feet tall. And from this distance away, 300, 400 feet or so, there's an immense blue orb sitting on top of it. Hard to make out if there's anything inside of it or if there's anything happening here, but there's the refresh. Hell yeah. I want more perception checks, please, as you enter the room.
I got a 7.
I got a 7. Oh, that's
11.
a 2. That's
2.
11. 11. Oh, we are in a 15. Okay,
You don't know
Casus saves the group. Casus, you
Mhm.
note, floating in the air in this particular room, as it is large and soaring, and as you look up, you see the same celestial bodies above you. There are books, scrolls, and parchment. Now, you've seen a few of them on the previous floors that kind of just float about. But here, there are hundreds. Floating at the edge of your vision. You seem to be making this movement. And watch as they rotate around the center of the room.
Okay, so they're making a specific kind of movement, right?
Yeah, with your perception check, you're noting that, like, oh, this book and this scroll, they seem to be rotating around.
Okay. Yeah, I think I point that out to everybody. Is there anything that is there anything I could throw at this center that they seem to be?
What do you have?
Oh, I guess.
Would you also
Throw a
you could
dagger at it.
pick up another book and throw a book?
Yeah, let's start
A
with that.
chair.
Let's you know what? Actually, no. Let's throw a chair because I feel like a book is just gonna get warped into the book dance.
Okay. So you want to pick up and throw a chair.
Yeah.
Do you alert anyone that you're doing this, or are you just going to go pick up and throw a chair?
Actually, you know what? I'm looking at my stats. I'm gonna tap on Getzel's shoulder.
Hey, what's up? What can I do for you?
Can you this is gonna sound crazy. Can you pick up a chair and throw it into?
Oh, hell yeah. Disrespect our surroundings as he will absolutely. Do you point at where he wants it thrown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me with my -1 strength, that ain't happening.
Who throws a chair, honestly?
22.
The
to athletics.
22. And Big Noodle's standing in front and kind of like hands on hips, looking around the room here before he gets started. And a chair goes soaring over his head towards the center of the room. And he goes, "What the hell?" And it just stops about 30 feet out from the orb itself. And you watch as it starts to rotate around the orb.
Okay. So it's the orb itself.
Now what in the hell was that?
An experiment.
You got better warn an old man before you do shit like that.
I'm very
I
sorry.
pooped myself.
Okay.
That's a great point. I have to pee. Is there a bathroom here?
No, there's no bathrooms.
Should I just go in the corner?
Well, there's no. You hold it
Oh, man,
For
that's.
how long?
until we're done.
I have this teacup. Can I?
But you said it could be several like days.
Yeah, hold it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine.
I'm going to try to walk up to this like orbital field and see what happens.
Okay. You start to push forward,
Mm-hmm.
and then you start feeling yourself being pulled,
Okay.
and you get pulled closer and closer. Your
Mhm,
feet
mhm.
sliding out from underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do anything here? Does anyone want to do
Uh-huh.
anything as they watch Case's feet slide out from underneath them and start straight towards
Sorry,
the orb?
I did not mean to make that pop up here.
I
I'll
would like to try and catch them.
I got a dirty 20 to athletics to be like, whoa.
You gotta be fast. Dex save, Daros.
Oh,
Dex
Dexter.
Oh boy. Oh brother.
Dex save to
Uh,
snatch, 20 to hold on to.
Huh.
Okay, you get a finger around Cases's, like, just right around the back there on their backpack, and then thankfully, Getzal's there, barrel hugging you so you don't get dragged in as well. And we watch as Case is basically just floating feet up towards the center of the room.
Okay, but what if this is what we're supposed to do? Maybe if you let me go.
Do you want me to throw you?
Big Noodle.
We are making a lot
What
of
exactly
assumptions.
is that?
I don't know! I've never seen it before. And
What
I've
if we
been
tie
here
a-
before.
oh,
Wait, what? Okay.
Could we tie a rope to her and then we hold on the other end?
Yes.
I would just be really careful. Cases, you're all flipped on your side.
I'm not good at tying ropes, Daros. Could you help me?
I can help. I just don't.
Can I try to study it and see if any of my wizardy knowledge and wizardy schooling assists me here?
Yes. Arcana would be the roll. You are pretty far away from it right now, right? We've kind of just
Oh, yeah.
watched a chair be pulled towards the center.
I'm sorry.
But
I
you
can't-
are pretty far away from the orb itself. But you can
Okay.
definitely study it from here and be like, do I have any wizardly knowledge about things like this?
I want to use my big honk. I cast Honkin' Brain.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Nice, not bad. Well, you're not sure what the orb itself is, but you kind of get the sense that you know what it is doing. It seems that it's shifted the gravity of the room to center around itself, pulling things around it into a form of celestial orbit.
I will just start telling everyone that as I'm standing like behind Getzel, perceiving all of this happening and using very elaborate words and explaining physics to everybody.
Describing that the masses of two bodies generate gravity between each other, and so the distances of each of these bodies will lessen as they are drawn to each other. Yes.
So it's not a portal.
I highly doubt it.
Boys, pull me down.
It's all help.
Yeah, and with some
Yeah.
effort, you pull Cases out of whatever this, like, range is.
Mm. Okay. But that's all that's in the room, right? Like I'm thinking and brainstorming. That's all
It's
there
not
is in the
all.
room.
I mean, there's like the
Okay.
stacks and stacks of books, right? There's all of these bookcases, and there are some that are now, like, as you've pointed it out, people see them. There's like hundreds of them floating in an orbital fashion around the room. The bookcases are still there. There's just a much larger opening towards the center here, roughly 300 feet away from you, where this pedestal and this orb are. So it's not an empty room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was obviously a chair, and there's like tables and stuff, but like not everything seems affected, but some of it does.
Okay. Do we want to even try to bother with this orb?
I think it may be wisest to let it be for right now. It's not, as we don't know it's part of our goal.
I do suggest we don't touch it, but he looks at you. Our goal is on the other side. The 4th floor lies that way.
That's what I thought.
Oh, it's like it looks strong enough that like we can't go around it.
I mean, you don't know? Again, 300 feet away, just got inside the door. Like, studying the room, you see stuff floating, but like it seems to have a pretty far range. Cases started getting dragged roughly 10 feet in.
Yikes.
So did the chair.
How's the wall? Or
I can potentially do one better. Here, I'm gonna tie. Man, the rope is only 50 feet. Shit.
Yep.
do we all have rope though?
Everyone has rope. You did purchase extra.
Is this the first time anybody's ever actually used the rope?
I've used rope in other campaigns, but
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, it's like, I've seen Justin use rope in another campaign.
yeah, I definitely have. It's not very bright. Hey, this one might not be bright either.
We'll find out.
I have an idea. So, if I slither all the way down, I can go as far to the ground as possible, and as close to the wall as possible. And I guess if we use all of our ropes, I could maybe have a lifeline if it doesn't work.
Sure, I'll never let you go. I can't tie the rope though. Looks over Darren.
I will help tie the rope. Don't you
Okay.
worry, Fran.
Where did you learn how to tie knots, Daros?
In
the
the
scout?
service.
Oh wait, yeah, he was in the army. Yeah.
He was in the army.
I'm
Yeah,
a
he was in the military.
soldier.
Yeah. Okay. So you assist in tying the safety line, and the first length of rope is 50 feet long. If you wanted to like tie some ends together, you're more than able of doing that.
I will attempt to slither.
Okay. So you get as low down to the ground as possible. That's the goal here, right? And then
Yeah.
start moving towards it. Get about 10 feet from the door, and you start feeling yourself be pulled. Right? It doesn't matter that you're low to the ground. It starts dragging you towards the center. And so whoever's holding the rope can feel it become taut rather quickly. I'm assuming someone's holding the rope.
Yeah, it was Getzel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So you feel it get taut here, Skithris. What do you want to do?
Well, it seems like it can still get me as low as I am here.
I just thought of an idea. Okay. What if we all stay together really closely so then when we do get sucked into the orbit, we're all still together. And then once we're, closer, like to where we need to go, about 15 feet, Pip can then teleport us there.
is Pip's teleportation and magical thing?
Oh shit. It's.
I mean, technically he is a being of magic and probably shouldn't even exist in here, but I think it's probably fine to have the little guy.
That's actually so fair.
No, he's fine.
Okay.
I like the little man.
What if I like take my hand axes and just like chunk into the floor and then force my way on the other side, and then tie the rope around me so you can. No, I don't know.
That's all remember what I said? Don't touch anything. I think I should also say don't destroy anything.
Yeah, but it's touching us, so I feel like.
Yeah, hey,
Perhaps speed
you
is
do
of
what
the
you need
essence
to,
here.
I suppose.
I think our best bets are to either try to use, but maybe we can't even use some sort of teleportation or anything like that from what it sounds like.
Well, if it's a spell, it's not gonna work.
It's fine. Getzel, let go of the rope.
Okay, let's go.
Did we
Alright.
tie 300 feet of rope to Skithris? Or was it like 100? Or
I would have contributed my rope.
that's 100 total.
I would have given mine.
150, 200,
Yeah.
250.
And Big Noodle.
Yeah, you know what?
And fire baby.
Fire baby has like a tiny little rope. It's like a ball of twine. Just
Yeah, it's like the embroidery floss.
Yeah. Oh my god. 300 total feet. Skithris, you just start sliding across the ground towards the center of the room. Closer, closer, and closer, and closer until about 10 feet away from the orb. Stop. And start orbiting around the center. The rope continuing to be pulled with you, being pulled around to the other side. Past some tables, chairs, and the pedestal. Begins to start knocking them over or scooting them around. There's that really terrible chair scooting sound, when people don't pick it up off the ground and you just as he's being dragged around the center of the room.
How are you feeling up there?
I assume I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're kind of still close to the ground, and now you're just being orbited around.
Can I
He's about
try
1/4 of the
to-
way around now.
Can I try to leap closer to it?
You would like to force yourself against whatever the gravity is there to do what?
So I'm still able to be on the ground. It's just forcing me to rotate.
Yep.
I'm essentially trying to use my snaky tail to essentially
Force yourself
launch
closer.
myself into an orbit that would put me as close as possible to the actual orb.
Yeah, okay, roll me an athletics check.
Ah, shoot.
What did you think this was gonna be?
Oh, I didn't know what it would be. I'm just saying.
12.
It's 12, it's not terrible.
And you and try and jump a little bit closer, and you feel like you got maybe a foot? Maybe? And you continue to rotate around, everything being dragged behind you. Who's holding the end of the rope here? Because he's starting to rotate around, and that is
Yeah.
further than 300 feet away.
Somebody gotta grab it.
I mean, I did tell him to let go, and he did say he'd let go, so.
Well, that's when I said how many feet of rope were tied to this thing so they could
Oh,
hold
so
the end
there's
of
more
it when
length.
it got
Yeah.
to him. Right when you
Oh.
got to the center.
Do you want me to grab the rope? Should I grab the rope?
Grab the rope.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
okay.
If
Yes.
I would be grabbing it if he didn't.
Okay, so you're holding onto the rope as Skithris starts to be pulled around the backside of the orb. Roll me an athletics check as it starts to drag you closer.
14.
Eros, do you want to help with that?
Yes, please.
Okay. 14 and 16. You sit and like kind of put your weight behind pulling the rope here. Skithris stops moving, but you feel the resistance. You feel yourself starting to slip. We're going to have to do something here to either secure him or do something else. Skithris, you note that once the chairs and tables started moving from their previous positions, having been dragged by your rope, they begin to orbit. They start around the center of the room. Some of the chairs even getting knocked on their side and starting to float upwards as they also start to orbit around. You would note that after you attempted to jump closer to the central orb, you are no longer touching the ground, but are orbiting above it.
And you said I'm about 10 feet away from it, right?
Yep.
Curses.
And is at the center of this like gravity field or whatever, is it a physical object like an actual orb, or is it like?
It is a blue orb sitting on top of a 7-foot tall pedestal. Rather large. Skithris, being closer to it, realizes that it is larger than his body. It's a rather large thing.
It's a fucking planet. It's a planet. It's like a planet.
Just be like,
I'm gonna do something very stupid.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. I am going to
The staple of our campaigns,
utilize.
Justin. All right, let's just do it. You know.
I'm going to utilize my nat 20 to throw my dagger at the orb. The one dagger I have left.
Okay. I'm going to take your dagger and throw it at the orb.
Yep.
With your natural 20, go ahead and roll me a dagger roll, and let's see how much damage it does.
5 damage.
No, we double it, right? Because, you know, you have a nat 20 where so roll me another d4. Oh, no, okay. Yeah. And you throw the dagger end over end, somehow divinely inspired to force itself past the gravitational stoppage that you would experience when trying to jump towards it, and the dagger slams into the orb. And you watch as it cracks and chips. And everyone back at the other side of the room looks up and sees a crack and a chip form at the ceiling of the room.
Oh.
Papers, books, bookcases, chairs, and tables begin sucking themselves up towards the crack that has been created. And so do you. Big Noodle flails about trying to grab onto something. Does anyone reach out for him as you all start to be dragged towards the top where this crack is?
Yeah, I'll reach out to him.
Okay. You grab him and he holds on with his tiny little gnome arms. Cases, what's happening?
I don't know. I think Skithris broke it, but I didn't know that the orb was the room.
I didn't know any of this either, but yeah, you all start flying up into the air. What do you want to do?
Oh my god, if there was ever a time that I wanted spells, god damn it.
can I walk on the ceiling?
You're gonna wait. So right now you're just coming off the ground. I'm waiting for this is initial. You know what?
Oh,
let's make it
is
easy.
there anything bolted on the ground?
You know what?
Like
You know
any
what's
of the
really good?
bookshelves?
Let's roll a turn order here.
Oh,
Let's get some
no.
initiative. Let's
Can
get
we
some
even
things
run
happening.
to somewhere?
There's-
Like what?
You're already off the ground,
Well, yeah.
right? The gravity of the room has now been broken.
Sweet.
So we're gonna just see how it pans out.
God, what am I trying to fucking do?
Hopefully, click your token and then roll initiative.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
No.
Kaider, Getzal, what is yours?
19.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have clicked my token, but I am forgetting how to fucking.
Initiative is
do
on the dead center of your sheet, top center. Word initiative.
Oh, duh, because I'm not looking at my sheet. That's why.
There it is.
There it is. We got there eventually. I was just like focus on the token. Here we go.
Nat 20. Love that for you. Didn't
What a
take with your
waste.
token, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and put that on there.
Yeah.
23.
If it's not one thing, it's the other, you know?
It's all right. We're at 23. Yeah, so you know what? The case is you grab Big Noodle, right? Like, now you're holding on to him. What do you want to do as you both begin to fly and float, like, upwards towards the crack?
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna, like, grab on... Okay, what Cases is gonna do is I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and I'm gonna try to, like, jam it into something, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if, there's not, like, a railing or a table or something that I can kind of, like, jam that into so then I have extra leverage to, like, hold on to something. Because Cases doesn't have a lot of upper body strength, so she's trying to,
So yeah,
kind of,
right.
like,
You're starting to
like,
float
notch
upwards.
into
There are some
something.
bookcases that are close enough as you're like rotating and moving upwards, right? You only have one arm to do this as long as you hold on to Big Noodle, though.
Yes.
So this is an athletics check because it is you're trying to jam a piece of wood into a bookcase.
Well, yeah, like into kind of like a slot, essentially. I feel like it's fine. She's gonna fucking
bookcase.
fail this anyway. She's gonna fail this anyway because she has no strength.
It's an 8. I mean, you take out the quarterstaff and you try to slam it into the bookcase, and you watch as it like knocks some books off the shelf as it gets dragged past. As you get dragged upwards, it doesn't catch.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my chronal shift here?
Is that a spell?
No.
Then yes.
Okay. Kaya will point at Cases and says, try that one more time.
As you also begin to start floating up into the air.
But not yet, because it's not my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 9. We're one higher. Unfortunately, it happens literally the exact same way as time is reversed, and then it plays out literally the same. That's the action, Cases.
I realized something. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, I'm done. Wait. Maybe actually wait. Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm done. I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Kaya.
I'm gonna try to track star it to the other side of the room.
So, your feet have left the ground. How are you intending to run across the room?
Push off of shit? Swim? Whatever way seems like I can try to have momentum in that direction.
You're not, right? Like, you're not the only things floating. There are books, there are tables, there are chairs, there are bookcases that are starting to get sucked up towards the crack at the top of the room, right? It looks like a break in the sky. Yeah, so what you're going to try and do, this is, again, it's athletics, right? You're going to try and push your way, swim your way, use force against some of these things to maneuver yourself. Right?
Yep, I'm going to use my nat 20.
Yeah, okay. So you start, the thing is, like, as you swim, pushing yourself against all of these different objects and move your way forward as you dodge around them, you still are going up, right? Like, the gravity towards this, it's broken. You're still going upwards, but you are going across the room. Fortunately, it's essentially like having a fly speed. You're moving pretty quick. And you are almost to where Skithris is.
Okay, so...
Though you are, I mean, as he's floating up, you're about equal. Maybe 15 feet off the ground now.
Okay. That's gonna be it, I think. I can't do anything else. Yeah, everything else is a spell. That's my turn.
Okay. That's all.
So the crack, is it like a huge, massive crack, and the debris is like not covering it, or is it like
The debris
a slight
has not
crack?
made it up to that yet. It looks
Okay,
like
okay.
if you were to look up and you saw the sky have like a huge rent in it.
Yeah. Too big for okay. And then on the other side of the room, Skithris, is he being affected by this as well,
He's in
or
the
is he
center of
fine?
the room, and he is absolutely being affected by this.
Okay. I think he would try to like hook, because he's still holding the rope. So he would try to find anything that's heavy that hasn't yet been pulled, or is everything, regardless of weight, being pulled up?
Most everything is. There are some bookcases that look rather solid, but like their books are being torn upwards, right?
Oh shoot! I was gonna say you can hook something onto it to try to leave it there.
The one thing not moving in the room is the pedestal and the orb
Pedestal.
itself.
All right, he's gonna try to follow Kaya's lead and then try to get to the center of the room
Okay.
by either like pulling on the rope or kicking off of something, whatever's near him, like a bookcase or something like that, to
Yeah.
try to get to the center.
Roll me some athletics.
That is a 23.
Yeah,
athletics.
absolutely. So you kind of do the same thing Kaya does, right? And you start pushing on this stuff. You end about 15 feet from the floor, but almost all the way to the center of the room as you are like zooming forward here. Because there's no gravity in that direction. As long as you're pushing off stuff, you are going.
Okay, perfect. And I'll just like look to my companions and hope that they do well.
Okay. Daros,
I
Feet
want to
have left
get
the
on
ground.
the orb.
you want to get to the orb.
I want to get on it.
Okay, so you have to get there first, right? So the same thing that Kaya and Getzal have done.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do the athletics check, or do you have another way that you want to go about this?
Isn't Skithris like on the other side of it, kind of at this point? Like,
He was, and he's now floating upwards. So yes, he is on the back side of it, floating up.
is the rope hooking onto the orb at all?
He had made it to the other side, but it had not started wrapping yet. Does that make sense? It hadn't started wrapping the pedestal.
I know, I'm just wondering if it got caught as he started floating up.
300 feet of rope, so that's a lot of.
It's
like,
a lot of
slack.
dangly rope.
Yeah. Ugh. It's the only.
Oh. Don't tell me we didn't lose you, right? No. Oh, come on!
Magic has taken Daros's voice.
This is the issue that we were dealing with earlier, chat. For some reason, Rob's system hates him today, and there ain't much we can do about that.
Oh,
You're back.
sweet. I'm
Welcome
so
back.
happy that this is still happening.
It's okay.
It's
We're gonna
so
make it through
rad.
together.
Okay, thanks, Dad. Yeah, I mean, I would essentially try to take the equivalent of a dash action by swimming. If I could
Yeah.
kick off things
Athletics.
Naruto style in midair,
Absolute
be
athletics check.
really rad.
17. Yeah, still
17.
good. So you're doing the same thing as Getzal and Kaya and maneuvering through all this stuff and getting towards the orb, right? You're roughly, by the time this ends, you're 15 feet up in the air and maybe about 15 feet out from the orb itself, but you are moving at a rather serious clip, right? As you push against this stuff.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Felix holding on for dear life in one of Casus's arms. Tiny little gnome hands grabbing her forearm. Casus! Do you have a solution for this?
I do actually. I thought of something.
Okay, I'm trusting you! As you both,
Okay.
continue to float up into the air towards the crack. That's it. He's holding on. Skithris. You're floating up towards the crack.
And Getzel still has the other end of the rope, right?
Think so?
What is his three-dimensional position compared to mine?
He is on the other side of the orb and pedestal from you. All three of them are. But you are roughly the same height up in the air.
I want to try to climb the rope.
Like pull yourself towards Getzel?
Yes.
Okay, what is your move speed?
That would be 30.
You can get 30 feet of the 300 into your hands.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a plan, technically.
Okay. You are pulling the rope and you are just floating upwards. Hopefully at the end of this, you'll be able to, like, you know, reach the end of it or whatever. But that's 30 feet of rope. Unless you want to make it your action, I'll say 60, right? Like you're hand over handing as fast as possible. So 60 to 300.
Yeah, and essentially I'll just be like, Getzel, I think maybe we can use the rope to catch on to the pedestal.
What? Just kidding. It was like, sounds good. And then
That's my turn.
All right, cool. Excellent. This puts us back at the top with Cases, who apparently has a plan.
Okay.
Inform.
I'm gonna use wild shape,
Okay.
and I'm going to transform into an ape.
Okay.
I checked my CR list.
Uh-huh.
It
You're on
is
it.
something I can do.
You can do this.
So I'm gonna transform into an ape, and I'm gonna start doing everything that everybody else is doing and trying to like push myself forward. But as an ape, I have +5 to athletics.
Yes.
So
Absolutely. Keep in mind,
God.
you are now higher up too, right? We spent
Yeah.
instead of going forward, we were just going up.
Yeah,
So
I know,
you are
I'm
going to be
stressed.
fighting your way back downwards or just over.
Okay. I'm gonna be fighting my way, like towards the center where everybody else is.
Okay, so
down.
downwards and over. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
So roll me athletics. As an
Okay,
ape.
how
D20 plus 5, and I can get you an
Oh,
ape
okay.
sheet here in a second.
Yeah, I'll just do that for now. Okay.
Absolutely. This is your first wild shape?
I've never.
You've never
this is the
wild
first
shaped?
time. I've never wild shaped. I've never played a druid before. This is the first time I'm doing any of this. So.
What does your ape look like?
Yeah. Tell me about the ape.
Yeah, so you just see Case just like squeezing Big Noodle, just like, okay, just trust me, we're gonna try something, just trust me. And there's just like I guess like a flash of like Cases is exploding, and still holding Big Noodle are these like big like muscular ape arms, and I think it's kind of like a grayish white kind of color, like Cases has white hair, so
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the look for
please tell me it's like Dragon Ball Z, where you just like turning into like.
Yeah.
I just realized actually in my subconscious, I think that's what I was trying to describe.
That is so good. I need to watch Dragon Ball Z now.
And Big Noodle looks at you and goes, "What is going on?" As he looks down, and there's just like the white ape in front of him here. You also have the ape sheet is now in your journal. So
Okay,
you can
cool,
just
thank
utilize it if you want to just click the strength or athletics button there on that skills tab. A little
Okay.
skillsy boy, that'll roll it just for you.
Skillsy boy. So wait, okay, I'm so sorry. So I right click? Is that what you said?
No. So you have the ape open. Ape Cases, is that open?
No, it's not popping
In
up
your
for me. Oh, I
journal?
see it.
And
8
then
Cases.
not bio info, you're going to go to character sheet. So it's going to be
Yes,
exactly
yes.
like little buddy Pip.
If only it would open.
Okay, well that
Okay.
I can't fix. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, this makes sense. This I'm used to this. Yes, this makes sense. Okay.
And
it's-
then underneath all of the stats, there's a little line that says skills.
Yeah, athletics. Wow.
That's an 8. And I think you
This
just you hold on tight and you start swimming downwards, right? And then a table just slam directly into you and you get pushed up towards the crack.
Yeah, you just hear sad, like, ape noises, like,
Sad.
Cases! Can you hear me? Cases! Do you have this under control? All right. And Big Noodle reaches into a pocket, and we'll wait until his turn. Kaya, you're basically flying towards the pedestal here. You're being pulled up. You're gonna be pulled up another 15 feet, and you'll continue forward without doing anything. But if you want to like maneuver through and make sure you don't hit anything, that's gonna be its own thing, unless you have another plan.
Oh my god. How big is this crack in the orb?
Ooh.
It's a really small. It should be really small. Because it'll be really fucking funny.
It is on the orb, rather small.
Okay.
The crack in the ceiling translated to this, significantly larger.
Okay, so, if you'll allow this, Kaya will, like, hurtle herself over towards the orb. She's gonna take out the chewing gum that she got last session, and she's gonna pop it in her mouth, chew really quickly. Oh, she doesn't have saliva.
Yeah,
Fuck!
you are a
I don't
skull.
have saliva! She's just gonna try to smear the chewing gum on the crack.
So you have to get there first,
Okay.
right? So I need you to maneuver yourself there in some way. How do you intend to do that?
Can Kaya ping pong off of things like she had been?
Yeah, okay. So I need some kind of check for this.
This is not great.
Well, you tell me what the check is, right? You're going to have to fully redirect your momentum right now to go towards the center, right? Because right now you're just going across the room.
You know, it sounds like there's a lot of geometry involved.
I was waiting
here.
for this. The reason I asked.
Sounds like there's a lot of math involved. You know who sucks at math? Me. You know who doesn't suck at math? Kaya.
Mhm.
Can I roll a history check or something?
I would just say intelligence, but yeah. I don't know if you'd get history out of this. If there was a math,
Okay, listen, you don't realize the
Intelligence
kind
saving
of
throw?
the kind of school that House Mowl puts their students through, right?
Yeah.
You know, instead of like, if you have 20 apples and you go to the market and lose 5, right? No, it was, if you're in a giant room where there's a gravity-defying orb, like,
Right.
definitely.
Like super specific to this.
Yeah.
I would personally put it under like nature, dude, because like math is just like the language of nature, man.
period.
Kaya, do you want a nature check?
No. History?
I'll give you Arcana.
Okay. 13.
You start making your way there. In trying to like also attempt to chew the gum, you make like you're going that way and you're chewing the gum. That's the action this turn. You're fighting against going upwards. A 13 is not very high for this, right?
Okay.
So what you've been able to do is redirect your momentum to at least not be going across the room. But now you have to find a way to get yourself down to the orb.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, but you do have the chewing gum out, but you do not have saliva to.
Okay, well, actually, I thought about it. I do have a neck stomp.
Don't.
Oh no.
Come on. Come on.
Just give it to me. We'll skip the details. I'm
Ugh.
chewing the gum, okay?
You're chewing the gum. Okay, all right. Yeah, I feel weird about this, but yeah, you're chewing the gum.
Bodily
All right.
fluids.
Jesus. That's
That's
all.
my turn.
What do you want to do? You're floating
how-
upwards.
Floating upwards. How far away am I from the pedestal orb combination?
10 to 15 feet, and you are now
10.
going up as well. The end of this turn, you will be roughly 30 feet from the ground. And without redirecting your momentum in some way, you will continue soaring across the room. Right? So you watch as Kaya, like, hits a table, a chair, some books, and shoves themselves and redirects their momentum towards the center of the room. But it seems that they've gotten a little tangled up and are still floating upwards, but they've stopped their forward momentum. What do you want to do?
How does this pedestal seem like it's very heavy, very thick? Or
Yeah,
does
it has
seem like
not
it's very-
moved at all. It definitely looks like it's like built from the ground.
Okay. Is Daros near me?
Daros, where would you have gone in relation? You did get to the same spot, but like where around?
I mean, I'm heading, pretty much trying my best to make a beeline for the like tear in this thing.
Okay, sure. Trying to get as close to the pedestal. Yeah, so he'd be relatively
Yeah.
close to you, Getzel.
Okay. I'll just like yell to him and be like, Daros, I'm not very good at these things. Do you want me to like poke the orb? Like, do I
Try to cover the crack in it.
I don't know if I can do that. And then he'll I guess he'll hold his action to see what Daros does.
So generally when you hold an action, you tell me what the thing is you're going to do and what that triggering thing is. Otherwise, nothing happens.
He'll hold his action until
you can defer your turn to the end of the turn order, but that is permanent.
Oh boy. I guess he will. Is there there's debris around me that I can try to kick off of?
Oh, there's plenty
try to get
in the
closer.
room now. Like, yeah, it's.
All right.
Think about you're in a playing a space game and there's like a tear and the vacuum and the vacuum of space is just sucking everything out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
what's
played
happening.
Guardians.
Exactly. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. He'll do he'll kick off something to try to get closer to the pedestal in the orb.
Okay. You're gonna redirect from going across the room to try and go towards the room. 23. Yeah, you do this very well. You get to the orb. You are on the pedestal.
Okay, perfect. And that's my turn, right?
Yeah, that's the action, right? But you're like holding onto this. You've got the rope. You're now holding onto the pedestal. And as long as you maintain your strength, you won't get ripped away from it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll hold there as
Okay.
I like grip onto the pedestal.
Okay, Daros.
I'm trying to get to that crack.
Okay. So in a very similar fashion to Getzel, you want to try and like change your directional speed and get down to the pedestal.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, roll it.
Sweet.
12.
12.
Very similarly to Kaya, you're able to stop your forward momentum, but now you're 30 feet above the pedestal and continuing to rise higher.
And I mean, how big is the crack in the ceiling?
Really big.
Like big enough
Like,
that I'll fly
across
through it?
The crack, again, it's one of those things that, like, when you looked up into that, the
The
celestial
breach.
body is there, right? Like, they actually lie beyond the crack. They're on the other side. They look distorted through the ceiling of the room. The crack itself spans the entirety of the room from one side to the other. And there's obviously like a much larger hole portion of it where the dagger impacted. Then there's like the radiating cracks around it. From this distance, you're not even sure how far away this thing is, right? Like, you're judging it from here, but you're not sure. It could be your size, it could be smaller, or it could be the size of the room, depending on when you get there.
Okay, I guess I'll just float.
Okay, well, so you've stopped your forward momentum, right? So, like, that's your action. You're just starting to
Yeah.
float up. So, like, on your next turn, you can try and find a way to get down and around it. Maybe if the rope's still floating around, find it and drag yourself down to Getzel since he's tied to it. That kind of thing.
I mean, how close is the rope to me?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
17. You could probably get to it.
Can I try?
You've already tried to maneuver yourself for this particular turn.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Try not to be too limiting, but there's like only so much that you can do.
Okay.
Felix looks down at Ape Cases. He goes, I am not sure this is going to work more than one time, but all right. And he's going to pull out this little metal rod. And on one end of it is a purple glowing crystal. And you can see that magical aether swirling around inside of it. And he is going to touch a little button. The aether flares to life. He goes, all right, time for us to get out of here. And he is going to dimension door you to the other side of the room. And you will basically pop out of nothing and then reappear on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Grab something!
I'm gonna keep a tight hold and I'm gonna grab onto something affixed to the wall and we're just gonna hunker down.
Yeah, and you're just like stuck there and he's like holding this tiny little glowing, rod. Okay. That's what he does.
Perfect.
Skithris.
I don't have legs to push off of.
Nope, it's a little harder for you.
I'm gonna keep climbing, baby.
You're going up?
No, I'm climbing the rope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you're 30 feet above the orb and still trying to get back to Getzel by pulling the rope. Perfect. Another 60 feet of rope goes by. It's 120 of the 300.
When you're in 3 dimensions and you're in pseudo-zero G's, gravity up and down, that's just a concept.
Right.
From my perspective, from my chosen perspective, I'm climbing up the rope.
You are absolutely climbing up the rope towards Getzel on the ground. Yes. Okay. And you are now 30 feet above the ground there. Casus, you are holding on tight. Roll me an athletics check. You're pretty good locked down here, but I just want, nothing terrible happens. We hold on tight. And a nat 20 for Liv and Stella. Okay. All right. I see you there.
Well,
I see you there.
Hopefully hold on to this. Okay, that's a 16. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You maintain where you're at. You're just like basically you're next to the next door, holding onto one of these bookcases in the wall that hasn't moved yet. You just got yourself locked down there with Big Noodle. Okay.
Yes.
Kaya, floating up still. You see Getzel down on the pillar. Daros trying to redirect down towards it as well, and Skithris just frantically pulling the rope.
Try and get to the orb to apply chewing gum.
Okay. Same type of intelligence check that you want to try and do?
Yeah.
All right, roll it.
17.
Okay. You make headway, right? You start moving your way down there. You're fighting against the 15 feet upwards, the additional 15 feet from last turn. Like, you're getting close. You're not all the way there yet, unless there's something else that you would like to do.
That's it.
Okay. Getzel, you're holding onto the pillar. Daros is now floating 30 feet above you.
All right. Using the power of his man arms and thick thighs, he's gonna try to shimmy up the pedestal.
Yes.
To try to get to the orb.
Yes.
And then try to see if it'll move or lift or get off the pedestal.
Easy enough, and you get to it there, and yeah, the orb, you could shift it from the pedestal. It is the size of Skithris's body.
I will attempt to move it, and
then what?
I guess hold on to it unless it's massively heavy. But even then, that would still weigh me down, so that'd be good.
So I'm imagining you have your thighs wrapped around the pillar to hold you here. And then you're going to use your man arms, as was specified, to pick the orb up like a beach ball off the pillar.
If it's immensely heavy, then I'll just tilt it so it drops.
Duh.
Yeah?
YOLO, do it.
Please destroy this room. I hate it here.
All right, he's gonna go ahead and do that. We'll push, pull, whatever to try to move this orb off.
Roll me an
look for an
athletics
on-off switch
check.
first. Let's see.
There is no on-off switch.
Okay.
But you have your arms wrapped around the orb.
That'll be a 15.
You got it in your arms. You lift it off the pedestal, and what do you do with it?
He'll hold it there and be like, Daros, what do I do?
Cover the crack.
What? And he'll just start spitting into the hole. And just
Oh, please no.
Not
please
this.
No. Please no.
Not this.
As soon as Getzel picks it up, right, the whole room shifts, right? As he's got it up here and it tilts the orb, the whole room tilts as well. And you're now like going towards the crack sideways rather than upways. And he starts to try to spit into the crack. And it begins to rain in the room.
It is just rain, right?
Oh, sure.
I don't like how you said that, man. Game over, man.
But he will say like, wait, I got an idea, and then he'll wait till his next turn.
Okay. Daros. It's raining. The room is no longer upways, but sideways.
Cool, man.
The floor is to the side now, and so is the crack, and so is the rain.
Just get me to the orb, I guess. I don't know, man.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw to snatch the rope nearest to you. 19, and you can start hand over hand.
Yeah.
Get there, right? It's literally attached to Getzal's waist, right? And you were close enough at the time, so you're pulling yourself the like 30 feet down to Getzal. And you get there, and he is spitting into the orb.
In
a panic frenzy.
Can I put my hand over where he's spitting on?
Yeah.
Okay,
What,
I would
sure?
like to put my hand over the orb.
Okay. You put your hand over the orb, and everything drops to the ground immediately. As it seals off here, and you can feel your hand kind of puckering in that spot. And looking upwards, you see that it is actually very dark now in the top side of the room since it's been tilted. But tables, chairs, bookshelves, books, scrolls, and everything else go clattering to the ground. Daros, you were floating a moment ago. You are now being pulled to the ground. I need an athletics check or a strength saving throw to hold yourself onto Getzal. Same thing, strength save for Getzal. Cases, you're fine, but now the floor is sideways. So you're going to be yanked sideways, so I need a strength saving throw there. Kaya, dexterity saving throw to avoid getting bludgeoned with everything. Skithris, very similar thing. As you go to the ground, sideways from you, I need a dexterity saving throw as you're about to impact it with all of this stuff.
So we're no longer rotating.
You're no longer rotating. Everything is dropping.
Okay. You said dex, right?
Dexterity saving throw. Fortunately, Getzal strong enough to hold on to it there. Dexterity save look good. Ape cases, you guys get yanked sideways, but like the floor is thankfully not that far from you. Just get pressed down into it as things start dropping. Daros 14 is enough to save there as well. And Kaya a 19 as you dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge around everything here. So it looks pretty good for everyone. You're going to take the half of 6 points of damage. So everyone takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you try to avoid the falling books, bookcases, chairs, and tables.
We did it. As he looks with a smile to Daros.
Still holding it. Daros still covering the hole.
Still holding it, probably a little bit of spit on his hand. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stay here. Let's take a look around the room and try not to throw daggers at anything. Unless it's attacking us, in which case, yeah, daggers acceptable.
Big Noodle gets up and dusts himself off and tries to help up Ape Casus. Ah! And everyone's sideways, right? He's like, can we get the orb right ways? My brain hurts.
Yes, sorry. And he'll carefully try to rotate it
With
without
Getzal and just try to...
totally jostling everybody or removing his hand.
Getzal, are you assisting?
Yes.
Okay, then I think it's fine. Just rotate it back up onto the pedestal there where it sits. And Darius, you're like, with Getzal's help, holding yourself up there to keep your hand on it.
Yeah.
Kaya, you arrive with your chewing gum.
Yes.
Would you like to place the chewing gum?
Yes.
I will
Gingerly
gingerly try to Indiana Jones the chewing gum there.
So is it like you take this chewing gum and you put it in your like neck hole?
I thought
We weren't
I thought
gonna
we were
describe
doing
it.
I thought we
Okay,
were
I don't wanna
doing
think-
details.
I don't
Yeah.
want to think too bad about that.
Like
you already
when,
spat on our hole, dude. Like honestly, we're good.
when you try to like look at Kaya to witness what happens, it's like The Sims. Like there's just like pixelated blobs. You can't see anything. It's completely censored, like a hentai or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
How does everything come back to hentai in this show?
What flavor
Everything.
chewing
Because-
gum was this?
You were gonna say what flavor
Um,
hentai was?
I mean, the one with tentacles,
tentacles,
No, no, no,
obviously.
clearly that one.
no, come on, wholesome.
Um,
It's
Yeah,
ruined lap.
the
It's
wholesome.
ruined lap dance. Come on
wait,
now.
what is
you
the
know.
what's the like? It's the type of gum that loses its flavor in like 2 seconds. Like he doesn't make
Oh.
gum.
Bazooka?
Sure it's that. It's just a big ol' hunk of chewing gum.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not delicious.
What happened to my dagger?
Well, it floated up in the air somewhere and fortunately did not fall on anyone. And that being said, Kaya, as you place the chewing gum there, and we watch as it seals the hole. Which magic item did you lose?
Oh my god, Joel. I
Choose
hate
talent
this.
card.
Okay, I'm gonna lose my glasses.
Damn, and I really
Not
like
my
those
glasses.
Too. The
Well, it's
glasses
either
are
the
fun.
glasses or my Orb of the War Mage.
Yeah, which I don't suggest losing that one.
Yeah.
Ponder that orb.
Ponder
My
that one.
glasses. It's like
I can't see anything without my glasses.
I mean, I don't even have eyeballs.
If you want to see the rest of us lose our items, be sure to use the fates
Use
command and
the-
see what you could do.
Use the
Mm.
thing. Yeah,
We'll all lose our magic items.
absolutely.
What are magic items?
The glasses of amethyst are also gone.
I hate it here.
But it seems, as you look down at the orb, that blue glow that it once had is gone. The room lies in ruins. Skithris, your dagger had scattered off somewhere. But the gravity seems to have fixed itself? Or is back to what it was? I think with that, before we do anything else, let's take a break. Been a while. And we'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Goodbye.
Bye!
Welcome back to DieFall. Ruin Lapis. We fixed gravity? Yeah. It seems to be doing okay. And we'll take that. So, what would you like to do? As Kaya realizes that their glasses are now missing, but no one's dead. And Casus is a white ape? Is that like you're just, hanging out over with Big Noodle?
Yeah, monkeying around, whatever. Thank you.
I don't believe you just said that.
God damn it! It took me a second.
You're tired.
I'm fast.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's been a long day.
When we get into combat, will you ape out?
Yeah,
Okay, sick. Like go ape on them.
Wow.
yeah. Just ape shit.
Wait.
Are you tired of being
Just
nice?
ape
Don't you
shit.
want to go ape shit?
And the
Fire
ape is now
babies
a
like-
recurring character.
Yep. I think Big Noodle next to you looks down at his little purple wand, essentially, and shakes it a couple times. Well, that was that. Puts it back into a pocket.
You know what? No, I'm not even gonna feel bad about for this man's because he could have done that so long ago. He could have just circumvented this entire thing. I don't feel bad for this man.
Is there anything else to do with the like? Is there anything else on this pedestal other than this orb?
Roll me an investigation check. Also, when you get a chance, Rob, if you want to turn your CCs back on.
Oh, I didn't realize they were off. Probably because my mic keeps disconnecting,
Maybe.
which is super fun for everybody.
Yeah, I only just noticed.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Investigado.
Yeah.
14.
14. pillar itself seems to be made of a white marble. There's some like swirls of this, blue, black in it there. But there's no other discernible markings. The orb, however, as you look closer into it, you can see something deep, deep within the center. Now that there's no swirling blue nonsense in the way, you see this floor of the library. You see little tiny specks that you assume might be you and your companions.
Did we just find the Marauders map? Sweet. I am pondering the orb right now.
It is a very large orb, right? As you ponder it, Daros, it is like the size of your body.
Thank you for this. Well, I can make out roughly where we are, I assume. Are there any, like, other symbols that would designate doors, staircases, portals, avenues
you can see the door you came into and the door that you would exit, but, like, that's it. It's just this room inside the orb. So, it's very small inside this body-sized orb, right? Very little.
Is the exit just open?
Oh, there is a door. It's right over where Casus and Big Noodle were. It's not necessarily open, but it is over there.
Oh, gotcha. I only see, like, what I see is just the dimensions of this room and nothing beyond the room.
It seems to be limited.
Okay. I don't know what else to look for. Has anybody tried the exit at all?
Ape Casus. Oh my god, I almost said it. Capesus. Capesus.
Baby.
Capesus will try to open the door. This is the wrong sheet.
Yeah, so you look and you turn, and there's another one of these large iron doors. And Big Noodle looks at me and says, I don't have a key for this one. This is the furthest I've been. He looks back at the orb. Oh, some of it's different.
That's interesting. I can't talk though, so.
Nope, you're just ape Asus.
Yeah, I just think that's very interesting. That's odd.
Yes.
Why don't you know anything about it? Pondering.
If I could talk, then I would ask these questions.
Cases scratch big chin.
Yeah, big chin scratch. Open door. Yeah. I'll try to open the door.
Yeah, roll me athletics check. That is a natural 1.
What?
And I think
I will say that's a pretty
point.
That's a pretty nice overall roll there, though.
Hey.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
What is the point of this wild shape if I can't fucking use strength? What is the point if I might as well be rolling Casus' regular stats?
Ooh, can I take this?
Yes.
It's because ape together strong, and you're only one ape right now.
You need more than one. Yeah.
You're right.
Also, you're not a moon druid, and any druid that isn't a moon druid that wild shapes is trash.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Ouch.
Look, I like turning into a dire wolf. All right.
So you pull on the door. Sorry, you pull on the door, and yeah, it's locked, right? And you yank on it, and you try to jostle it. It's pretty locked.
Yeah, I just sadly look back at the rest of the group and my big ape shoulders slump. I guess nobody noticed that in case this is an ape yet, huh? Anyway.
Yeah, no one said anything.
Kaya will just give you like a little pat on the butt and then use Chronal Shift. Roll again.
Thank you.
It's my last one. Don't waste it.
Now you fucked me,
Incoming
dude.
wasted?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
It was better. It was better.
This is literally
This is
both
the
times.
second time.
Both times
It
Crow
was
shift
the
has been
sec- it was
used. It goes
marginal
up by
difference.
1.
Yeah.
The door is jostled this time. Mm.
Hey, we should have an 8-hour rest. No reason.
No reason.
Yeah, so I can get back in one of my wild shapes and then waste it again some other time during this library crawl.
What are the bars made out of? Is it like iron or?
It's not bars. It's literally just an iron door.
Oh,
Like
it's
it is
an
a
iron
big
door.
slab of iron, and it's
Mm-hmm.
got like a little keyhole in it to unlock things, and it's got a handle to pull on. The Cases was leaning into like pulling the handle, and you could hear it jostle, and the lock on inside an iron door that is locked.
Gets all kind of scratches his head and be like, well, I don't know if I can kick that open. I could try though.
Just don't hurt yourself if you can avoid it. But, Felix, is there anywhere? You said you have keys to a few of these rooms. Is there anywhere that they maybe store spare keys
Well,
that we can find?
the librarians might have some. If
Well.
we find one of those, or some of the higher ranking arcanists may have them, but no, I've only ever been up to the 3rd floor, and well, I'm not supposed to go much further than this anyways. But he pats a pouch on his side and goes, I do have some tools for this kind of thing.
Well, I mean, wouldn't hurt to tinker with it, I suppose.
Well, normally I would do my little knock-knock spell on it, but, well, we kind of used
No
up
spells. Yeah.
the whole one-time magic thing, so, he pulls out a set of lockpicks. Now, I'm not sure how well this will work. This is a building of magic, and these are some very normal tools.
I could assist you.
Oh, you know how to pick locks?
I know how to tinker with things.
Me too! I'm quite the tinkerer myself.
Is that a Spider-Man reference?
No, I'm not smart enough for that.
No, it was not.
It could be, though.
Fortunate
could be.
circumstance.
Thieves tools?
Yeah, the thieves' tools check.
Yeah, 21.
21. Not bad. Okay. You take the thieves' tools and you put them into the iron lock there and start finagling with it until there's a nice, satisfying chunk. Ah! I guess it was a regular lock. Interesting. Well, anything else you want to do in this room? And you look around and it's just destroyed.
I'll open the door and hold it open for everybody.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, please, for the
door
love of
open.
God.
And
I want to pick up the closest book and look at it. What does it say on it?
Do you read Abyssal?
Actually, yeah.
What does it say,
thought it was
Joel?
gonna be
Word for
needed.
word.
Roll me a D100.
It says,
please.
whatever you do, don't throw a dagger at the orb.
27?
27.
Okay, hang on a sec.
Can I change it to 26? Because 26 is my lucky number.
Okay, yeah. You
Yes.
can.
I hope it's not worse. How about I just fuck myself?
The DC was
I don't
27.
know. That sounds like
Yeah, the DC was
27 was
27
you
out of
get the
100.
thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
26 is everybody does.
It is.
I'm sorry.
It is a book of abyssal magic. Specifically, in this case, summoning demons. It is a study on summoning demons.
Is the word tentacle anywhere in it?
Roll me an investigation.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Joel just has to deal with our shit.
17.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Kaya puts this book in her backpack.
Do you try to do this surreptitiously or just in front of everyone?
She just does it.
Big Noodle rolls a 4 on his perception check. That is in your bag for now.
Cool.
Did anything, as the door opened, did anything new appear on my map?
No, the map is limited. You see the door swing
Yeah.
inwards, and that's it.
My not morbid, but my curiosity. It's like, will I create a space-time rift if I try to take this orb out of this room? Or will it function like a camera everywhere I go?
Do you feel lucky?
Okay, that had to be a reference.
That one was. Well, do ya? Punk.
Do I?
Yes.
Remember,
it
is very large.
Oh,
I can
okay.
carry it if you want me to. We put it in my backpack.
It's not gonna fit in a backpack.
Will it fit through the door?
Yes.
Well, we have 350 rope. We can like tie it around and create like a little like carrying case, and then I could just hoist it back.
No, I don't think we should.
Or we could put it on the ground and roll it. And just
I'm ready
like
for it.
No, we
seems like the
definitely
worst
shouldn't do
option.
that one. We definitely shouldn't do that one. I think let's just set this back where it was, and hopefully nobody notices the chewing gum.
And so the party proceeds forward into the next hall.
Yeah, I think so.
Push through the next hall. Big Noodle, a little ruffled, looks back and says, well. He shows you the little, like, piece of metal with the crystal on it. Well, this is gone now. So, no more emergencies. Okay?
I'll be
Well,
honest, I thought that was a dimensional door contraption and not the spell field that you were referring
Oh,
to.
no, I'm actually quite a skilled wizard. And I know the dimensional door spell.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Good job.
Thank you. But no more emergencies.
I'm not
We'll
sure that
try.
that's something we can control.
Well, do your best, Skithris. I mean, you know? So, proceed forward, deeper into the Athenium, or upward, as it were. So you come across another large library. Feels like you've been traveling for some time. Stopped for a break here and there. This room looks somewhat the same as the previous floors that you've been on. Go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
Would you say that we've been traveling for more than 2 hours?
1. I would give it 1.
Nat
Okay.
20, baby.
I think Aces would actually just go back to her human form at that point then.
Okay, sure.
14.
Oh,
Nat
please.
20, 17, 14, 9, 23.
Fuck yes! I'm
The
tired of
room-
rolling like dog shit, dude. I'm over it.
The room is somewhat oppressive. It feels like the stacks and the books loom, and like they lean inwards. It's darker here. There's this weird green tint at the edge of your vision, no matter where you're looking. In front of you, you think you see something. White cloth wrapped around some form in a chair, and a rattling of chains.
Christmas story, man.
Are they moving?
You're a bit far away. Again, it's like down the hall through the, past the tables and the chairs of everything in this. Again, it's a library, right? There's books and stacks and things. And then there's the tables that you could sit at and read and study. And there are stacks of books on some of these tables that either haven't been replaced yet or something else. But it is not, it's a little far, but it doesn't seem to be not moving like closer to you, not changing its position. It seems to be in a chair at one of these tables.
Felix, anyone you recognize?
Huh? Oh! Oh, dark in here, right?
Yeah, a bit.
I can't tell from here.
Kaya will take one of her coins and use magical tinkering on it to give it light.
Okay.
So you see her take this coin and she snaps her fingers. Nothing happens. She snaps a few more times, and then all of a sudden, the coin begins to shed a bright light in a 5-foot radius and a dim light in an additional 5 feet. She's going to.
Wait, is that not her spell?
Nope, it's a artificer feature.
I need to learn that trick. I'm quite the tinkerer myself.
That's like the third time you said that.
I'm something of a
Crazy old
tinkerer
words.
myself.
Oh.
Well, my lessons are not free. She would wink if she had eyeballs
Yeah,
or
instead it's just like
eyebrows.
a skull staring at him, right? And he goes, of course I would pay.
She flicks the coin over towards. She'll flick it at the person thing cloth.
Okay,
Let it
again,
bounce
it's
off of it.
kind of far, so you'd like have to throw it if you
How
were
far
able
away
to
is
do
this
that.
creature? Or
60, 70 feet. Like, again, far enough
because I
away.
have dark vision.
I understand that, but
Oh,
like
okay.
far enough away that like you can't make out the details of what's happening there. Again, some cloth-covered figure, chains, sitting at a table in a chair, down the way at the room. And you were
Okay, I
noticing
moved
this 'cause someone
forward
rolled a
30
natural
feet.
20. Okay,
And then I throw it.
sure. You throw it at something that looks a little bit like this. There's a person bound by chains looking over a book,
The
wrapped
coin
in
dinks
cloth.
off their head.
Mm-hmm. And they don't move.
Should I go say hi? Should I check it out?
Yes.
All right.
Cautiously.
Okay. As it's he has dark vision, so he wouldn't light a torch, but he'll like.
Yeah,
Head
the
over?
room isn't dark. It is like an oppressive gloom, right? So it doesn't seem to be interacting with your dark vision. There's just something about this floor of the library where these stacks and stacks of books that go ever higher just feel like they're looming over you.
He'll approach 30 feet,
Sure.
and then like, excuse me, hello, are you cool or?
You can hear the thing, the person, whatever it is, muttering to itself. Knowledge. It must be here. It has to be within this book somewhere. I must find it. It's in here somewhere. I can find it.
Are you also looking for the erotic section? Because it's really hard. I've been here for a while and we can't find it yet. So like I feel you there. And I look back and I'm like, I think this guy is cool.
The answers are in this book. I know they are. They must be in here. Librarians wouldn't lead me wrong. The Arcanist would know.
And at this point he'll casually just like stroll over and be like, oh, what are you looking at? And then he tries to look over his shoulder. Although this thing's like what, 9 feet tall or something?
I mean, it's you get closer and you realize it's kind of floating in place. It's chained to the lectern that it's looking at.
Oh, that's cool. How do you do that? As he just like leans on a spear and then like.
The book is blank. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. Are you sure the answers are in this book? Is it like, like risk putting a finger on one of the pages to like see the other one, see if it's also blank on the other side of the page?
Sure. And you'd like attempt to like move some of the book there.
Yeah.
The cloth face flips over to you and it looks very scarily a lot like Kaya's skull head when it glares at you. The Arcanist would never lead me astray. The answers are here. They're in this book.
Do you need help? I mean, I'm down to help out. We're not really doing anything right now.
The answers. And he's like, he looks back down. It's just the blank pages.
And then he's like, all right, well, and then he's just gonna look over to look at what the other group's doing. This is like a Scooby-Doo like trail of heads, like
yeah, they're pretty far away here. It's just like what'd you find, Getzel?
It's just another book reader who's having trouble finding a book. I feel like we should help him. Like, it seems pretty cool. Sorry, I don't mean to assume your gender, but they seem pretty cool.
I think, looking around, oh, come on. He's not dead yet. Go take a look.
He's also a lot more sturdy than the rest of us. It takes a lot to kill him. That's not really a good gauge.
Yeah, well, you can turn into an ape, apparently.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's go. Big Noodle's gonna go walking down there to chained up sheet guy.
Yeah. I'll go ahead, but I got a weapon ready just in case, because this is spooking me out.
It gets all will like too casually get a chair and like lean into it. Like, man, we've had the craziest day. And then I just start telling him about our day.
Yeah. And the entire time he's just like, the answers are in here. The Arcanist wouldn't lead me astray. The answers must be in this book.
Does this look like a curse?
Roll me some Arcana.
Can I help with that? Because I was also gonna.
Yeah,
do a
sure.
little Arcana
Roll an
check,
advantage,
so.
Kaya.
Did they say the answers to what in particular, or just the answers?
The answers.
Okay.
And he's staring at a blank book. It's a 15. He's chained to it? Could be a curse. I mean, you're just like right now, you're just arriving to the guy. So you sit and you listen to the litany that he keeps going through here. I mean, it sounds, and you look at the book, and the book is blank.
Yeah, Kaya's like leaning closely to Casus and saying all of these things, and it seems that this creature is bound. Perhaps curse or someone has put them here.
I mean, that wouldn't make sense. There's a lot of... If there was ever going to be a cursed library or a cursed room inside of the library, I feel like this would be the place, so...
See, this is why I never really got into magic, because, like, at least if in a fight you get stabbed and die, but, like, this? Not that you're weird, man. And then,
The answers are in the book.
Right.
Are they turning the pages at all?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I would like
they're
to.
chained, like their hands are chained to the side.
Oh, I see. I would like to begin trying to turn pages.
Yeah, so Getzel had like previously touched it, so you want to try and actually turn one of the pages?
Yeah.
Same thing. Immediately the head flips over to you and goes, The Arcanist wouldn't lead me astray. Would he?
What answers are you seeking?
The answers are in this book. The answers. And he looks down back at the book where you've like flipped to the next page. Similarly blank.
I feel like the Arcanist is responsible.
The Arcanist might have led this guy astray. I'm just gonna say, between you and me.
Who is this Arcanist? Who is this person you're talking about?
I don't really know of the Arcanist. He seems rather strong on that point. I have met Arcanists. There are quite a few powerful spellcasters in this plane, being the plane of magic. Not sure what he refers to, though.
Have you
I'm sorry, go ahead.
have you seen this as a form of punishment used in the library before?
I have not. I've never been to this floor before. Punishment. Cecilius, sometimes. Lady Cecilius. Looks around, like hoping no one heard him. Lady Cecilius, sometimes, well, her punishments are generally swift. I wouldn't call them painless, but they aren't this. This is
Are you
torture.
sure about that? We did, in fact, find that in the warden's estate there were people literally being tied down and turned into husks.
It was probably a quick process.
Well, doesn't
It
the lady?
didn't seem like it.
Well, then And he shrugs and he's sorry.
Doesn't the lady have brothers or something?
Oh, yes, she has 2 brothers. She's one of the triplets. Why? You think one of them would do?
Maybe.
Their access is pretty limited to their own districts. The Lady Cecilius owns the Central District this time. It would be quite a feat for them to exert this level of control, but he could have been here a very long time.
Are there other books on the table? Like, do any of them, opening random books, do any of them have words?
Do any of them have words?
Or just anything?
Let me just
really?
a quick investigation.
Print
something.
something.
An 8. You know something about all of the books on the table? They are all blank.
Daros, I would like to go over to any of the shelves, really, and just start plucking stuff off of them, opening one up, putting it back.
Blank. Blank. Blank.
I would like to take my journal out of my bag and see if there's words in it still.
Blank. There are no words in your journal.
I'm going to hold it up to the group. Any ideas on what kind of an enchantment or curse would cause print to disappear within this room? Because I know I wrote in this while we were at the prison.
Doesn't this remind you a little bit of the sort of fog, the veil that we were all under?
Yes.
Type of trapping.
Right. It's similar in a respect. Everything was somewhat, I guess, out of focus.
We could try something. It could end terribly.
Isn't that just like the theme? What?
Yeah.
Do you hear that? It sounds like someone rubbing their hands together. Was that one of you?
What?
That was weird.
Sorry. My hands were getting
Sorry, my
cold.
hands are just so dry.
It's this dry heat.
What did you say about the fog when we came in, or just like the general gloominess of the room?
The
What
room itself
could
is
you
rather
describe that again?
Gloomy.
Yeah.
The stacks here, as you look at the bookcases, climb higher and higher and higher beyond what you can see. Re-looking up again, you note that they fade into this gloom. The celestial bodies from the previous floors are gone. Each of the stacks feels like it's leaning inwards on you. The vision around you seems dim. You feel like you see this greenish hue, the edge of vision at all times.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering.
Kaya's gonna take out a quill and some ink.
Okay.
She's gonna look to the party and say, "This could be a terrible, terrible idea."
If I'm being honest, it was my next solution. If this doesn't work, then something must be causing this haze.
Here you go. Why don't you do the honors?
I wasn't volunteering. No,
I can try.
Get Soul.
You can't read or write.
I mean, I know like some letters. Do you need me to write
No.
Actually, yes.
What-
Go ahead. Just
No.
give it a try.
I'm going to take it.
crude undercomment? Yeah.
I'm going to take it because I don't
I'll
want
back up.
Quetzal to get hurt.
Yeah. Oh.
Just fine. What am I going to do? Get sent to other hell?
Oh. Good. Good luck. I'll watch from over here.
I am going to first attempt to write in my journal. Turn to a page far enough in the journal that I know there's no existing writing in it, and just try to write.
What do you write?
What happened?
That's what Daros Fëanor would write.
Oh, no, I was asking what happened. Oh, do you
Oh.
want me to tell you what
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
said,
to
what,
write?
what would you
Oh,
write?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah. What would you write? I thought you said what
Uh,
happened. I was like, really?
What happened?
Daros.
No, I
That's
didn't hear
well,
that.
that's odd. Yeah. What would
No,
you write?
I would write, I am Daros Fëanorin.
You watch as you finish the sentence, and it sinks into the page.
What do you mean sinks into the page?
Disappears.
Oh. Don't love that.
The
What if you
The
try
answers!
to scribe it?
And you note that the man in the
Scratch it into a
chains
page.
is changed in his cadence, and something has appeared in his book.
What answers do you seek?
The answers. The custodian. They took her. I would claim her back.
Who did the custodian take?
My wife. My love. Reunited in the afterlife, she was taken from me.
Do you know why?
You hear like a break in his voice. No. I need the answers. Where are they? Tell me the answers.
I'll turn to the party. Any ideas?
And there's no door anywhere, like other than the entrance that we came through.
Again, which is quite a ways away, but you haven't like proceeded further in, right? This is literally just the first thing you've encountered on this.
Okay. Quetzal will like explore away, like and try to see what else is there.
Okay. How far do you go?
I say like 30 feet.
Just straight down the hall?
Yeah, if there's nothing like, if I see anything of interest, then I'll head over there. But if it's just bookshelves, then I'll just kind of like mosey on
Well, like
about.
peeking around, you like it's bookshelves, very tall,
Yeah.
very large bookshelves. But okay, roll me a perception check.
Let's see. That's 4.
You see a librarian, one of those clockwork machines. against one of the stacks, one of its mechanical arms up, placing a book, but it's not moving.
They're like, there's a machine over here it's kind of weird.
You turn around, and the way back is gone.
Like, okay. And they'll just be like, well, maybe, am I high? And then he kind of like stops and thinks for a moment, and then he just like picks a direction, and then or is the librarian still there?
Yes.
Like when he looks back. Okay, he'll head over to the librarian and then just like check it out.
For the rest of the party, Getzal, you didn't say you said anything. Getzal walks away. And there you go. Getzal, you approach the librarian, and it looks rusted. Its mechanisms have clearly oxidized, and it seems stuck.
He'll kind of examine it, and just kind of look. Does he have a book that's he's currently holding?
It's holding, just placing a book or taking a book, something in its grasp.
He'll try to like pick it up and then check it out.
You realize its grasp is pretty hardy. You would have to prise it open or do something to extricate the book.
That's a natural one.
Mm-hmm. So I assume the intent was to not break it, and you realize that yes, that you might have to.
Yeah. It's essentially, yeah.
If you choose to just break the machine, then yes, you can get the book.
He will look at the machine and just be like, sorry, I'm so sorry about this. And then he just like firmly takes the book from the librarian.
Yeah, and you watch as like the claw hand that it has just shatters, falls away. It doesn't move.
He'll like check out the book, open it up, and see if it's true that there's no words on it or anything like that.
This one has words on it.
He's like, oh shit, I can't read. And then he just like holds it and then like tries to look around. Are there any more librarians or anything of note around, or just more bookshelves?
Bookshelf on bookshelf on bookshelf.
Okay.
As far as you can see.
He will. How frail is this librarian? Is it like pretty sturdy, or
it's
like kind of
conglomerations of metal? Again, it seems that it's fallen into quite a bit of disrepair, oxidized, rusted. I mean, it would take some effort to break pieces of it off, but, you know, it's metal. It can be broken.
He'll definitely try to break it into smaller pieces. Hopefully the sound is enough is enough to alert, you know, his friends, as he can't like see them. And
you begin to break down the librarian.
Yeah.
We flash back over to the group. What are you doing?
Have we noticed that Getzel is gone?
You noticed he walked away.
Okay.
He didn't say anything.
I think Casus is gonna like turn to Kaya and just like, somebody should go after him, because gods know that he just shouldn't be left without supervision. You know what I mean?
He's not a child.
Isn't he though?
Well, we are stronger in numbers than alone. However, the last time I walked off to go look for Getzel, we were assaulted by the tentacle demon inside of the water, the blood. So, Casus, perhaps you might take the lead on this one.
Okay. And before I go, I am going to... Yeah. I'm going to do the least creepy one of these. Casus is going to...
Do you mind returning on your...
oh, no.
Captions? Thanks.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I was doing so well. Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
We good?
Yeah. It wasn't me. so-
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
Gets
That's
all
never
ripped off a piece of the librarian. Instantly audible.
Very sorry to everybody. I promise I'm okay. I think somebody's just messing around with stuff outside. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. So Casis is going to pluck off a couple of locks of her hair and kind of like quickly twist them together.
Okay.
And then she's going to give that to Kaya. So Kaya has an eerie token.
Oh, thanks for not
Yeah.
giving me your fingernails.
I mean, I could have given you one of my teeth.
True. So
Yeah,
what do you say when you hand over, locks of your hair?
If you need me, or I guess if I need you, you can talk to me. So
I appreciate this.
no, it's not the best.
Well, just to remind you, you do have a sending stone.
I have the other sending stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sending stone only works once a day, so keep that in mind.
Oh.
But it does work.
This is a good backup. I admire
doesn't
your
come with-
ingenuity.
This one doesn't come with any limits, so well, actually, I think I can talk to you, but I don't know if you can talk to me. Ooh. Anyway, whatever. We'll figure it out.
I
I'm
will
gonna go.
listen intently.
Yeah.
It's kind of
within 10
romantic in a
miles.
way. I'll put it in my pocket. I say to you while I have a skull for a face. No emotions.
Yeah, I'm like trying to just parse the tone. Like, are they being nice? Is she being honest? Are they uncomfortable? And those are the
Just
things
a
I think.
Skull? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
And those are all the things I think of as I go to try to find Getzel.
So you leave the area.
Yeah, I walked down the same path that I saw him go down, though.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking matter.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Yes!
Nice. That's a 23. You see something floating in one of the rows of stacks. It has long, tentacle-like appendages, little pearl-like beads at the end of some of them, and one large pearlescent center eye. It floats amongst the stacks. And you turn around to see if you can see your friends. And there's just a bookcase. Stacks of books piled on it.
I'm going to use my telepathic message to try to message Kaya. Honestly, just like, can you hear me? Because it's supposed to have a 10-mile radius, so I want to see if that even works. Oh, I have up to 25 words. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Kaya, you can.
Kaya's just holding a lock of your hair. Like, talks at it. Yes? Can you hear me?
Yes, I haven't found Getzel, but there are tentacles, so
You have my
maybe I'm
attention?
close.
When you say tentacles, some of those pearlescent eyes, stalks, flip around and seem to recognize your location.
Oh no.
The thing begins to float closer towards you. And we'll find out what happens next time on Lapis as the tentacle creature approaches Casus, where she is separated from the group. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. I do appreciate it.
Woo.
Hopefully you had a good time. We're going to do a round of shout-outs, and then I'm going to eat. I have not done that yet. So, starting with Casus.
Hey everybody, hi, I'm Liv. If you want to know where I'm going to be a menace on the internet next, you should follow me on Twitter at liveinaday. My name is Liv, it's my day, I'm living it. On Mondays, I'm doing stuff on TPC, Tuesdays over on Rule of Lore, but the thing that I'm the most excited about is that Clearfield Podcast is back, and I'm about to go do some recording. If you like horror, spooky, supernatural, investigative crime stuff, check out Clearfield Podcasts. The episodes are super short, and we're getting into arc 3, arc 4. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome. Congratulations on being back. Yeah. Kaya, played by Stella Luna. Where can we find you on the internet?
Hello. I'm Stella Luna on Twitch, Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I'm a TTRPG producer and professional GM for hire, and also a player. You can find me doing Unbound on Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That is our saucy... Oh my god, my cats are now attacking my green screen. Okay. Saucy, going around, kissing a bunch of hot NPCs and slaying gods. That's the kind of vibe that we have. The special announcement that I have is on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are doing the 3rd and final episode of our Urban Shadows mini-series. That is emceed by the Noir Enigma. We would love to have you there. It's very chaotic, very fun, and it's great. We have a bunch of memes. It's a good time. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. Yeah, of course. Our stoic picture for today, Skithers Wayfair, played by Justin Six. Please, where can we find you on the internet?
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at MTG6. Well, this is how I'm going to speak for the rest of the thing. Yes, you can find me on Twitter at MTG6. In my Twitter profile, you find my link tree, which provides you access to all of my other social medias. I stream here on Twitch at 6 streaming Saturdays and Sundays. And then, of course, you can find me in most other places with the link tree on my thing. So, yeah.
Yes, and when we record Avernus this weekend, too. So, he's in more stuff here.
Yeah.
Daros Feinoran, played by bonus_stage_Rob. Where can we find you on the internet?
Hey, that's me, your cool bisexual vacation dad. You can find me on Twitter at bonusstagerob. You can find me at everywhere the hell else. Instagram, Twitch, I guess that's it. At bonus_stage_Rob. That's everywhere on the internet. Don't bother looking anywhere else.
Oh my god.
Streaming Saturday, probably. I'm trying to stream once a week. Last time I was fighting fires with my fiance. This time,
something.
I don't know. Come find out, you nerd. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I love you. Good night.
Thanks, Rob. Gets all played by D'Angelo. Where can we find you on the internet?
Hey everyone, my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and I am a tabletop RPG performer, a game designer, and you can find me on all social medias at @_D'Angelo. I'm always trying my best to fight for more representation and equality in the TTRPG scene as well as the geek scene and all that kind of stuff. I'm also working on my own tabletop RPG called Emerald Templars, currently in like a playtest phase. So if anyone's interested in playtesting it, please let me know, because I'm always down to have more people get involved and check it out, and then let me know what I did wrong with it. And right, so it's pretty good. Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Thank you guys very much. Hi, I'm Joel, your Dungeon Master. This is my channel, so you probably already realized that. Thanks for being here. This show was a lot of fun. And I hope you like getting all gravity topsy-turvy with us today. And
Joel's a professional streamer, by the way.
I'm going to go on that note. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. If you want to get caught up with any of the other shows that we have, !YouTube in the chat, youtube.com/runawayrobot. Best place to do it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.